Welcome to A.HerbHaven. My name is Amanda and this is my 450 square foot residential desert garden. I have over 10 years of an experience of growing flowers, herbs, fruit, and vegetables in zone 10A, 10B, where summer peak can reach up to 118. Are my Chiltepins. I grew these from just one little seed inside here, and it has blossomed into this big, beautiful tree. Today I'm going to show you how to prune your pepper plant and make them grow better. There's already new potential growth. Just get rid of the dead. Find a cute little corner to sit down so you can see as well. But this is pretty big. I'm not 5 foot, but it's just as tall as me. Not only do you want to get rid of all of the dead, but you also want to look for little tiny sprouts down low. One right here. So if I were to cut this right before a nub, I know it's going to keep growing, and I get to harvest all of this. The more you harvest it, the stronger the base is going to be. If it grows real tall, it becomes very wimp and weak, and it'll snap. You don't want that. Right there. Any branches that are going crisscross in between, you should probably remove them or move them to a place where they go outside of the plant versus going towards in the plant. There we go. Like this one, it's a very odd, weird shape. So I'm gonna cut it down low so when it grows, there's a chance that it will grow up this way. And all with my harness. I'm going to show you something. Here is a branch that is going far and over the curry right here. There's a bunch of Chiltepins. But right here where the stem is growing, you can tell that these are going to be really strong. And this is going to be very weak. And when it grows, it's going to be very heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here at a 45-degree angle. And now that is going to be real strong. And I get to harvest this. It's pretty simple. Once you get the idea of flowing and going, you're good. You're golden. Like this one right here. The top is very weak. So I'm going to cut it down low right there. And now it's going to be a very strong plant. And it's going to be stronger because the root system is much bigger than what it was. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a time lapse. So go ahead and follow if you want to know more tips and tricks or just go along with the journey with me. Maybe you'll learn something new from each other. I don't even know. But it's fun. And I enjoy doing it. And my hands are all dirty. It's the new manicure. This is one of the main thick stems. So because this one's already growing, I'm going to cut down a little bit lower and allow that to grow. Over here again, we just need to find the brown because that's dead. Oh look, there's one right down below and there's one right up here. But look, they're two different stems. So I'm going to cut this one here, harvest that one. Harvest the other ones that I've dropped. Cut off the dead. Okay, so a good example is that this one goes all the way back to here. And because there's a little tiny leaf right there, I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to pull out the whole thing. I'm going to free up the center for oxygen flow, as well as have room to grow. And this one right here is crisscrossing. So you know what? There's one already growing up, so I'm going to cut that one off for better air. If it's brown, it's dead, and it's not going to come back to life. Brown, it's dead. Brown, it's dead. Just hangs out a little too far. So wherever this one goes back down to is right here. Cut. That was a good trim. See how the little baby leaf is growing? That brown stick isn't gonna grow anymore. And neither is this one. And it will be a good spot to cut. And I get to harvest all of these. And this is pretty much the general rule of thumb on how to prune majority of your plants. If it's brown, it's dead. Do you see that? See how there's a little tiny leaf? That's promise. Now you're gonna do that throughout the entire plant until you're done. So even though it's a big pain and it's gonna take a while, it'll be well worth it for this next season to come. It'll be nice, thick, and plump. This is what it looks like after, and I know it looks really bad and it looks like I butchered the tree, and slightly I did. There is going to be so much more potential growth and it's going to be sturdy. I'm excited to harvest all of this because this was a year worth of chiltepins. I've got enough chiltepin seeds that I can grow, ooh, 1 billion of them. All the little tiny ones that have dropped and fallen, I'll be back for them tomorrow. About 2 weeks later, it looks great.